It's really easy to think about magnifying your calling as making it bigger, making it grander and more important, or spending a whole bunch more time on it. But I really don't think that's the purpose of magnifying our callings. This week, you're going to see Joseph be directed to magnify his office and attend to his calling. I think it's really powerful to see how those things offer him the deliverance that he's seeking. They give strength to the church because more revelation comes out, and strength to Joseph himself as he learns more about how to thwart the adversary by translating the book of Moses. Both of those things help. So as he focused on his calling, he was blessed and the church is blessed. And that's the point of magnifying our callings too, so that you can find the strength and deliverance you need, and the church is blessed in the process. And one of my favorite ways to teach about magnifying callings is to burn things. So in the printables this week, I give you this little target. Looks kind of like this. It has one black dot in the middle, because if you take this target out into the sun and you use a magnifying glass, you can make that little black dot smolder and then burn. The reason I like that so much is from a quote I read years ago. It's from Joseph Smith himself, and then also one from President Hinckley. I put both of those on the printable so that you could share them with the kids as you're teaching this lesson. But this is what Joseph said. The prophet Joseph Smith once was asked, "Brother Joseph, you frequently urge us to magnify our callings. What does this mean?" He is said to have replied, to magnify a calling is to hold it up in dignity and importance, that the light of heaven may shine through one's performance. That's what sparked the idea of the magnifying glass for me initially, because essentially what you're doing when you're magnifying your calling is you're letting the light of God shine through you in a way that is so focused. It's a narrow focus, right? In order for the light to shine through that magnifying glass and to create the burning effect that we're going for, you have to focus on a really small area. That's kind of what callings offer us. We've taught this in a few different ways in the past, but callings are a chance to zero in on just the people that the Lord needs you to care for. For example, I have this little class of YSAs. There's like 30, 35 of them that come each week, and my calling is to focus just on those. There are loads of other YSAs in the world, but he just wants me to focus on this little batch for now. And as I do that, and I narrow my scope to just focus on them, the power of God can shine through me and impact happens. They are able to see the strength of the Son of God by seeing me in that calling, seeing the light shine through me. That's what I think we want to help our kids understand. Magnifying your calling is not necessarily to make it bigger or more cumbersome. It's to focus on what God needs you to do. I love the way President Hinckley said it. This is on the other side of the printable. The word magnify is interesting. As I interpret it, it means to enlarge, to make more clear, to bring closer, and to strengthen. We magnify our priesthood and enlarge our calling when we serve with diligence and enthusiasm in those responsibilities to which we are called by proper authority. So do the object lesson, you guys. Help your kids see the effects of magnifying something as bright and clear and strong as the sun, and then watch that fire ignite and talk about how they can do that in their callings better. Whether they have callings in their class presidencies or their quorums or maybe their ministering assignments, talk to them about how when they magnify their callings, other people feel the heat of God's love with more abundance. And there's power in that magnification process. Hopefully these sections will help inspire them to do it a little bit better.